SKYX is a company behind SUKAI, which is a social media application. It allows a user full control of their personal data and all of the revenue that goes with it. So with our sky theme today, it looks like we've got an alien or something with us here today. Let's introduce our people behind SKYX. We've got Wayne Wilson, the captain of the company, and James Winston, the commander, who is posing as an alien of some sort. Anyway, okay.
A Martian.
Got it. All right. So we explained a little bit what SKYX is all about. And you've got a mobile app, SUKAI. So kind of just give me an overview of the company.
All right. We started a few years back, and we've actually developed quite a good user base in our mobile applications. We've got roughly 2 million active users right now. So, coming from that background and looking at really where the world is moving right now when it comes to data exploitation from your mainstream social media, personal data retention, and also the blockchain space. That's where we've looked at monetizing, allowing people to monetize their data, their personal data, by using NFT and Web3 protocols, and giving them full control and full ability to basically sell, rent, auction their data to third parties, and always maintain that revenue themselves without being exploited.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it makes all the sense in the world. And I know a lot of people are kind of pushing for this, but it seems like Facebook and Twitter are just so big and so powerful that it's hard to get people to make that switch. How do you attract users?
That's a really good question, because, just like you say, those companies are absolute tech giants. The route to market is really the hardest thing. How do you create your user base? That's where we're fortunate. As I've said, we've got 2 million users. We're able to onboard those users very quickly into SUKAI. That already creates economy of scale, and then we can grow from there. So, especially because SUKAI is an application that pays you to use. The more you use, the more you interact, the more you're going to earn. And by marrying it to SKYX token allows us to monetize the data. So all the data that we're talking about and all the revenues and everything that we're issuing as reward is actually all real money, paid by third parties or companies or institutions, just as Facebook and the mainstream do.
Mm-hmm. And you said that all the data remains the users, that they have control over that, they have ownership of that. Is there an NFT involved too?
Sorry?
An NFT? Are you using an NFT?
Yes. It's what we're doing is, obviously to create a user behavior profile, we still have to run AI and algorithms. And that still happens on a Web 2 basis, which is your protocol. So what we do is we have a ledger. The ledger has a certain amount of data, which we call the critical mass, that it needs to establish to create the user profile data. Obviously, the more data, the higher the value becomes. Once it reaches critical mass protocol, then it's moved to a Web3. Data is destroyed on the ledger, and then it's purely Web3 based, and the NFT is deployed. NFT deployed by SKYX on behalf of the user. Whether or not they know what an NFT is, that's entirely up to them. But their NFT is stored, it's encrypted. Only the user has access then to be able to release that NFT. And if they choose, they are able to auction, sell, rent, and monetize their personal data. Obviously, the more they monetize it, the more targeted advertising, the bigger the revenue streams they start to create for themselves.
Okay, interesting. Well, and the sky theme fits with, I feel like we've had a solar eclipse today, and we're going to be getting this UFO report from the U.S. government, and I think there's a lot of interest, and you're in a hot area, so thank you so much. Wayne and James, thank you as well for joining us. So, yeah, best of luck. And I look forward to updates on SKYX. Thank you.
Yeah, I will definitely. I think we'll see you again soon.